want to take a few moments and talk about kids and body image. It is an important topic, but do grown-ups really know the best way to handle it, making sure that kids are healthy without also damaging their self-esteem? There was a recent article in the Chicago Tribune. It looked at schools that are measuring kids' body mass index. A fourth grader in the piece said, after the weigh-in at school, classmates started asking each other, how much do you weigh? How much do you weigh? Well, the girl's mother said she cried for days worrying about her own weight. And critics say BMI screenings have no place in schools, but others argue that and say it's necessary in promoting wellness and making sure that our kids are healthy. Want to introduce Dr. Greg Jantz. He is here. He specializes in helping teens with body image issues. This is a delicate balance here between, you know, self-esteem and also healthy kids and making sure that they're comfortable in their own skin. So first off, should schools be measuring BMI?
Well, personally, I'm not for it. We work with eating disorders, and I see that, you know, BMI is another number that we use to judge ourselves by. And particularly in that age range, Marnie, they're sensitive already about body image issues. 2/3 of 6th grade girls have already tried a diet. So now we've given them a number, BMI. You say, well, what's your BMI? What's your number? So it's like another number to judge us by.
Is there another way that schools could look for kids that are healthy or maybe kids that are unhealthy so that they can alert parents, you know, rather than a BMI?
If we would even do something like do a food journal for a week and talk about good nutrition, you know, look at something besides body.
Right.
They're already comparing themselves. They're already feeling inferior. Our society and culture already teaches that there's something wrong with me. I'm not good enough. So this can add to that.
Yeah, and so the girl who went home in tears, how can schools and parents also have that conversation to better handle it when it is a number?
Yeah, well, what we need to do, we need to be able to talk about freely about body image issues, and because it's out there. And I think one of the things we do is we ask even the girl, we talk about how you feel about yourself. We don't use words like fat, of course.
Obviously,
but so often people will just slip. They'll say, well, you know, if you were just the same size as your sister, or you're too big, and we're using words that are really descriptive that a kid will take and use it as a judgment against me.
Well, and I also noticed, so parents will say, oh, you know, I look fat in these jeans, or, you know, they'll make comments about themselves.
Own language, and
then our kids will pick up on that. So you don't have to necessarily be talking to your child about their body image.
We need to understand our own language. Yes, if we're on the scale every day and we're making comments about our weight, what's that communicating?
So what do we need to be saying if our child comes home and has questions, or if we notice the diet is unhealthy? How are some conversations supposed to go?
Well, one of the things I would say, sweetheart, I want to help you feel great about yourself. And let's look at nutrition. Let's look at some things that will help you feel better. And we want to look at it that way. They're already comparing. We've already got all the clothes issues, and we've got all that's going on already. We know right now that eating disorders are dropping in the younger ages. We've got girls who are already 10, 11, 12, who are trying to starve themselves. They're trying to do dieting. So we need to be careful about that language.
It's starting so early. So what do we need to watch for then, physically, and also things that they say at home? We have about 20 seconds left.
One of the things, isolation, a change of friends, a girl that's hiding food, a girl that may be saying a lot of body issue words about herself. We're going to look for depression. We're going to look for anxiousness. We're going to look for how they dress, and maybe they hide themselves or try to in their clothing.
Yeah, so look for those signs and then look for help if that's happening. Just a few. Dr. Jantz, appreciate your time as always, making sure that all our kids are confident but healthy at the same time.
Exactly.